This is MC Tone coming back with another follow-up video. And today was game one of the NBA playoffs. For some teams, some teams played yesterday. Another teams played yesterday. It was very exciting games, definitely exciting games. A couple of shockers, man. And the Magic without Aaron Gordon, man, pulled it off, man. They're missing Isaiah. Um, Isaac, definitely a big loss for them. I know a lot of people are mad for him for not taking that knee, but to each his own to me, man. When people's beliefs, we shouldn't wish bad on nobody. But back to the video, man. Milwaukee, to me, they don't really have a true closer to me, and I think that kind of hurts their team. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he can't really create his own shots right now. He reminds me of a young LeBron right now. He was fast, especially on the fast breaks. Give him a lane, he's gonna dunk it. Can overpower him. He's strong. But when it comes down to the fourth quarter and the game gets slowed down, it's going to be hard for him to create some of these shots. Chris Middleton, he's been struggling, especially in the bubble. And I noticed when the games that they played in the bubble, when the fourth quarter comes, Giannis definitely struggles late in those ball games, because the defense gives him so much attention. And I think they're missing a closer to me. Definitely another guy to me to help close and help create their own shot. And I think Milwaukee, if they don't make the NBA Finals, they definitely need to do whatever it takes to get a shot creator, another shot creator to help take some of that pressure off of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Find an upcoming superstar, man, because I think Giannis and Chris Middleton, it just seems like it's really those two, and I think Chris Middleton is a number two. I do like Eric Bledsoe, but Eric Bledsoe definitely has times where he struggles. And they do have a deep team, but that team, to me, why do you need a deep team? Do you really need a deep team coming into the playoffs when your rotations are really going to be like 8 and 7 people, and your 5 starters are going to be playing most of those minutes? It's just, to me, what is Milwaukee? What are they going to do to help surround Giannis with another to me, at least another star caliber player, to me, to help take some of that pressure off. The Indiana Miami Heat game was pretty good. It came down to the end and Miami pulled away. That team Miami has is a bunch of grinders. Definitely grinders, man. Jimmy Butler, he gets buckets, man. Jimmy Bucket had 28. Definitely a solid performance where Tyler Hero, I think, is a good good rookie year, man. Duncan Robinson, I really like him. They picked up Andre Iguodala and Jay Crowder, and that was definitely two big, solid pickups, two solid wings who can help on the defensive side of the ball. Jay Crowder, a 3-and-D guy. Andre Iguodala, championship experience, man, and that was definitely a key pickup. Indiana, I like Victor Oladipo. TJ Warren is definitely balling, but those are not really superstar caliber players. Even though Jimmy Butler is not a superstar caliber player, I think they did a better job of surrounding him with talented players and upcoming stars in this league. I think Tyler Hero can definitely be a star in this league. The Houston and Thunder game, I think I was wrong. I'm not even gonna lie. I admit I was wrong with the Houston Rockets. Especially with Russell Westbrook being out, I thought Chris Paul could exploit those matchups. But Chris Paul, I forgot how much of the older side Chris Paul is. He's he's kind of in the twilight of his prime. I think the Thunder they're a young team if you really think about it. Danilo Gallinari, I think, is a veteran. Steven Adams is a veteran. Dennis Schroeder is a veteran, but Dennis Schroeder is still pretty young, on the young side. Steven Adams is not really a defensive, offensive threat. They're not really great at three-point shooting team. And when you face a team like Houston Rockets where they shoot a lot of threes and they have three-point shooters, you're definitely going to struggle in terms of when Houston, the way they were shooting the ball today, when they were knocking down their shots, they can definitely be a problem. Jeff Green definitely added something off the bench. It was just an all-around performance by them. Definitely a strong performance. James Harden, 37, he's definitely proven why he's a top 5 player in this league. And I think the biggest, I want to say even shocker of the day, The Portland Trailblazers, you know what time it is? Dame time. Because he was shooting that ball all the way from the moon, man. He was shooting it from the moon today. Because there was nobody stopping him, man. He was pulling up. He was 9 for 20. I think like 6 for 13 from the three-point line. He did a great job, man. He definitely would his team. I think you can honestly say he can be in the MVP conversation. I think they need to sneak him in right now. Because I don't know what player would have, a lot of players would have given up and not even tried to make the playoffs, but he's the definition of a little leader, man. He's probably the best leader to me in the NBA, and he doesn't run away from the grind, man. And he gives my ultimate respect from that. You know what I mean? Never asked for a trade, never cried, never complained. Just wanted to work and have a chance of making the NBA playoffs, and he's done that. Gary Trent Jr. made a big shot at the end. Carmelo, you know what Carmelo's history is, never scared of a big shot, man. Good shout out to Melo. They tried to blackball him out the league. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? Melo is definitely good play, even though the mainstream media tried to play like he couldn't. So definitely shout out to Melo. The Lakers' biggest problem is their backcourt, man. Danny Green was missing everything. I think he had 2 3-pointers. Maybe I'm thinking 1. Actually, and Contavious Caldwell-Pope, when you play 28 minutes and you offer really 1 point, I don't care how good that defense is, 1 point is not good enough. Being in the starting backcourt, I think they need to play Dion Waiters a little bit more, because I think he offers a little bit of more of a scoring punch. You know what I mean? And they definitely struggled in the backcourt, man. And Anthony Davis, to me, I think he was dominant when he wanted to be dominant. To me, he played. I don't understand. You're drawing fouls left and right. You need to be in the paint more. They need to put him in the paint more. JaVale McGee, I think they need to put Anthony Davis at the 5. You know what I mean? It's the spacing is definitely wacky sometimes with the Lakers. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis was shooting more threes than what I would like, more mid-range to what I like, and he had Wayne Gabriel guarding him. Come on now. Respect to Wayne Gabriel, because he had a great game to me. He, you know what I mean, thrown in the starting lineup during the playoff game. He had moments where he played within himself. He didn't force anything. He played within himself. Man, shout out to him for doing that. But, you know what I mean? Like I said, Anthony Davis, he's going to have to show that he can carry this team on the back. You know what I mean? I wish he would have dominated that paint a little bit more. By the foul attempt he had, you showed that he couldn't be stopped in the paint. LeBron James, he had a strong performance. Anthony Davis and him both missed clutch free throws. 4 straight free throws missed, and by both of them. And that's just sad. You can't have that by your best superstars, especially in the game 1 scenario when you're trying to set the temperature in the room, man. And they lost control of it. It's just like I said, man. This Lakers team is gonna hurt them. It's gonna bite them in the back. I know they don't got Rajon Rondo, but even Rajon Rondo, he doesn't really offer much scoring. But I think him and Anthony Davis have a better chemistry, so I like to see them more, especially in the series, coming up. But share your thoughts and your opinions to me. I think both Milwaukee and the Lakers need to find a closer this offseason. A closer, another scorer, another ball, especially the Lakers, another ball handler for LeBron, because I think LeBron should be your secondary ball handler. That's why they was trying to get Darren Collison out of retirement. So, and that definitely shows. So like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. Share your thoughts and your opinions on what you thought about these game 1s. Tone out. Thank you.